This is the second tutorial about working with images in Amadine. In this video, I will show you how to work with images in a real-life design. I'm going to create an almost finished jigsaw puzzle. I've prepared an array of jigsaw puzzle pieces to focus on features related to images. Let's add an image for the puzzle. The image must take up exactly the same area as the puzzle. To do this, I'm going to draw a proper rectangle and fill it with the image. The image is a bit wider than the rectangle, and that's what I wanted. I prefer to trim off the sides with no significant details but zoom in the middle part. So with the scale parameter, I'm making the A letter to take up almost the full height of the design. Then the image position should be adjusted vertically. Otherwise, we have a problem with the bottom of the bicycle wheels. One would think that using stretch is easier than what I did with fill, and it is. But stretch is a bad choice for this particular design. By stretching the image, we would also deform the perfect circles of the wheels and the person, which should be avoided. Now let's get to the pieces of the puzzle. We don't have to create all of them, only those that will be placed separately. I'm going to use several pieces and move them to the top of the list in the Layers panel. This doesn't affect the design. However, it makes it easy to access these objects. No need to scroll up and down. Then I duplicate them and place the copies onto a new layer. It is very important that the originals and copies take the same positions. This is why I used the duplicate command. It places the copy right atop of the original. If you copy and paste, the copy will be placed with an offset. While the originals will be used to show the empty space, the duplicates will be made movable. To make this possible, each of the duplicates must be filled with its own copy of the background image. Let's call it texture for brevity. So for every movable piece, I need to create a copy of the image. Then they go to a separate layer. Now it's time to apply textures. From the first part of the tutorial, you already know how to fill a shape with an image, then zoom and adjust its position in order for each piece of the puzzle to display a proper part of the image. But this would be an incredibly laborious way to do this, which is why I will be using clipping groups instead. As soon as I drop the image on top of the shape's outline crops the image. Each piece looks exactly as I wanted. Very good. Now the movable pieces are ready to be moved aside and rotated. Don't be confused by the giant frame that appears briefly. When I move a clipping group, it displays the frame of the image inside the group. Lastly, I make all the pieces that are already in the puzzle transparent. And it's done! If you're going to repeat my design, here are a few ideas for further improvements. You can play with shadows to make the design look three-dimensional. Also try to make corners less sharp with the help of the corner rounding tool. These features were discussed in other tutorials on the Amadine website. Thanks for watching.